Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. From the title only, you must have got to know that this video will be all about my journey and how I have transitioned into data analysis. Now, without much a delay, let's get into the video first and let me get started with my background. Now, coming from a background, it is like I come from a tier 3 college. I was not into coding, I was not into DSA, and in my fourth year only, it hit me that I'm not good into these things, and how will I be getting placed into a company? And then when I researched about it, I got to know that few service based companies we can crack if we are having a good knowledge of aptitude. That's when I've started learning about aptitude and all, because I was good in mathematics. I was thinking that okay, aptitude is something that I might be able to clear. Okay. And since Wipro and TCS are kind of those companies wherein if you're performing very good in aptitude, you will get an interview call in those. At least at that time, it was the case. I'm not sure how it works now, but at that time, it was the case that you can get into TCS and Wipro kind of a companies when you are good in aptitude. So I got into few companies. I chose to go ahead with a company where I worked for like a almost like 2 years. And I was working as a, like, I got into that company as a trainee software engineer, but I would rather say that I was working as a production support role much than like a software developer, because all the issues that were being raised by the clients or by the QA in terms of software application that we were using, so those were kind of issues that were being raised, and I was one of the developers that used to who used to resolve those bugs that were being raised by the clients or the QA. So at that time only I got introduced to SQL. Now I was good in mathematics. I was now getting introduced to SQL because all the issues that were being raised by the clients or the QA teams, I was resolving those issues by SQL fixes or the database fixes. Mostly, I was using the DML commands only, like by running one of the select statements, by doing some kind of a filtration into the queries. Because with the span of 2 years, I was familiarized with all the concepts and the tables that were being used in different parts of the applications, right? You get that much understanding when you're working for a long duration into the same project. So I now know that okay, this is a table that when I'm running that query into that table, I need to do these kind of a filtration, and I'll be able to resolve that issue or the bug. So I was running those SQL queries like select statements. By running the select statement, I used to get the issue that okay, this is the issue that is causing this particular bug. Then I used to run some update or insert statements onto that, and then we used to resolve that bug onto that same thing. Now that was the phase when I got introduced to SQL. And still I did some features and enhancements, but I was not good in coding, I was not good in DSA. Now again it was hitting me that is it a good career path for me to go ahead for a longer term, or is it not? Because I still don't enjoy coding, I still do not like DSA, I don't have any knowledge onto those things. So that's when it hit me, and I tried to research about the same, that okay, these are kind of a skill set that I'm kind of aware, like SQL, mathematics is somewhat good, but I do have a basic idea of SQL. What are the fields that I can choose at this phase in my life? And then that's when I have got to know that data analysis is one of the trending fields, and it provides a good growth and everything. And that's when I decided to go ahead with the data analysis side. Now coming to the skill sets, that what are all the skill sets that you must be aware of when you are thinking to transition into the data analysis side. So SQL is of course one of the major skill set that you must aware of. And like I was only known to the basic concepts of SQL. I was not known how to do the joins, how to do the indexing, how to do performance optimizations. Those things were not the part of my job at that time. So these are also things that I've learned later on when I was thinking to transition. And again, one of the visualization tool, whether you can go ahead to uh, Power BI or Tableau. I have gone ahead with Power BI because I was having a basic idea of Excel. I do have learned about Excel and the formulas and everything, and then I go ahead with the Power BI, the visualization tool. Of course, you can go ahead with any other visualization tool like Tableau, ClickView, QuickSight, or any other SSRS, any other visualization tool. But Tableau and Power BI are the preferable ones, and on to that also Power BI is a preferable one for a beginner to go ahead with, because you must be aware of Excel when you are transitioning into data side. Okay, and when you're learning about Excel, you will eventually learn some concepts of Power BI on its own because you have got understanding on Excel. Because both are kind of having a same kind of a ribbon in their application, and you will get the understanding of one of the application basis if you have learned the other application. So I would suggest to go ahead with Power BI, Excel, SQL, and Python. Now, how much depth you should go into, that depends on your experience, of course, and on what core you are choosing, like the domain you are choosing. So I think that is about the skill set that you should be aware of, like SQL, good idea of SQL. You must have a very good idea of SQL. Then Excel, you should have a basic idea of how to do VLOOKUPs, how to do pivoting and everything, formulas and everything. This is something that you must aware in Excel. Now coming to Python, I would not suggest to go ahead with all the libraries and machine learning and everything. You should have a basic idea and basic data structures of Python. Maybe I'll try covering a next video on what all topics you should cover in all the skill sets. That would maybe give you a more clear idea. But yeah, SQL, you should be very well versed into SQL. You should have a basic idea of Excel. You should have a good idea of Python, I would say, and you should be good in one of the visualization tool which you can choose as per your preference, SQL, like Tableau, Power BI, SSRS, or any other tool. Okay, so these were the major key tech stack that you will be required when you are thinking to transition into data analysis. Now, as I've told that why I have switched into data analysis was because I was not into coding at all, and that's what I've researched, that okay, this is a field that can be of any interest to me and that I can choose for a longer run. Similarly, I would also suggest you to do some research as per your own interest, that what is something that interests you, what is something that you can do for a longer run. It could be software development for you, it could be tester for you, it could be DevOps for you, it could be data analysis for you, data scientist for you. Anything could be your choice. So do some research onto that, do what actually make you feel interested to work for on a longer run, and accordingly choose your domain, accordingly choose your area or the skill set, and go ahead with the learning part and go ahead with the skill set that you have learned, and then get into the company, try to transition into the company. Now again, do not, I will highly suggest, do not, if you on your own, if you're currently working in some company and if the company is having similar kind of openings, like if you are working as a production support role, software engineer, tester, any of such kind of a role, and if you know that our company also hires for data analysis or data engineering or whatever role that you're preferring to, then try to go into the same organization, to get into, like, talk to your manager, talk to the HR, that you are having interest into this particular role and you want to get into that role. How can you get it? So try to get into the same organization, to try to transition into the same organization that you are currently working with. That will be a lot more easier for you to get into or transition into, because people are aware that how you work, what are you currently working on, and whether you'll be able to get into it. Like, they have some trust on you, right? So it will be much more easier for you to get into your own organization to transition. But if there are not any similar kind of openings, or you're not working enjoying with the company that you're currently with, then preferably you can go ahead with other organization, and go ahead with any other organization and try to transition into the data analysis role from whatever you a role you are currently in. But first suggestion would always be to check your career portals, the current company that you are in, and try to get into the same organization, like transition into the same organization, get some experience, get some skill sets that you have learned from the projects, and then accordingly you can transition. And at the start, I would not suggest you to think about compensation part, because at the very first stage, even when I tried transitioning into the data analysis from production support or software engineer role, I didn't thought about the compensation part. I was just thinking in that perspective that I am a fresher into that role. Whatever, literally whatever the compensation the company would be giving, I would be happily going into that organization and would be choosing that part. And accordingly I shifted to that, because I was so sure that software developer is not something that I would be working on for a longer run. I want to get into data analysis anyhow as soon as possible. So that's when it hit me that okay, compensation is not the major part. I can get into the same package that I am currently in, but I want to switch into the data analysis. Now if you got some experience into SQL, into Power BI, into other skill set, of course you can get the hike as much as you want to. You can get, even if you're good in those skill set, you can get even more than 100% of hike in your current salary. But at the start you need not to focus on the compensation part. You should rather go ahead in the through the learning side of it, so that you can learn the max, and so that you can later on increase your salary and everything as per your preferences, right? So I think that's all about my journey and my suggestions and how I have transitioned. Hope it will help you also. It will kind of inspire you also to do to be able to transition for the role that you are uh, trying to get into. And I hope it clarifies lots of your doubts. And I think that's all about this video. Until then, uh, bye bye, take care.